It's been exactly 4 patches and a major update, that is the Olympic update, since I last played Hades 2. So, let's hop back in and see what's changed, eh? Okay, so it turns out I left mid-run last time I played. That is 5 months ago, with 16 vows active. Hey, nothing like jumping off a cliff to learn how to fly, that's what I always... Okay, I need to remember how to play this game real quick. I'm spamming. I don't even... Okay, wait, oh, that's... Wait, I'm back in the groove. Oh, I'm back in the groove. I stepped in the lava. It's fine, I'm still in the groove. Oh my god, that's so much damage. Yes, I'm so deep in the groove right now.
Hey, watch this, watch this. Watch this, Polyphemus. Watch this. Here it comes. Boom!
Oh my god, it's Pookie. Hello, Pookie. Oh my god, he has an in-game model. Holy shit. Hey, babe. Whoa, what the fuck was that? Wait. Bye, babe. Oh my god. Olympus, here I am. What am I looking at? What, this you can't be doing this out the wazoo. Bro, it's the first level. What am I looking at? Oh, that's big damage. That's big damage. Oh, look at that. There's more. Oh. What the fuck is that? Get blown up. Riposte. Wait, what was that? What the fuck was that damage? Okay, back at the crossroads. This is where I was expecting to begin anyways. So, let's get started with the actual video then, yeah? There's been a whole bunch of stuff added to this game. So, I'm gonna start with the smaller ones and make my way up to what you're all looking forward to, let's be honest. First of all, we've got a bunch of new portraits and models for characters. Mostly the surface dwellers, like Icarus, Medea, and Circe, who all got high quality portraits. Charon also shed his hood to reveal his, as per usual, peak visual design. I mean, obviously the artists at Supergiant were inspired by the Greek myths for how their characters would look, but in no way were they bound to them. Let's be honest, I highly doubt Homer would have imagined Chaos looking so zesty. But knowing that, I think that they cooked particularly well with Charon. Another small change is that you can see friendship progress now in the almanac book thingy. Pretty cool, allows you to speedrun homoerotic interactions with mythical figures. That's always a plus. I also noticed a few new boons from existing gods, like this one by Apollo, which is nice, because the boon selection was definitely very narrow in this game compared to Hades 1. However, the two things to take away so far are mainly that, well, one, Hera still fucking sucks, and Hestia's soot sprint is still as unreliable as its OP against theirs. Nothing new there. You can also now decorate the crossroads. I cannot believe that she actually managed to convince Dora to do real work. And there are also quite a few new incantations in the big cauldron. Wait, I can wake up Hypno? The real meat and potatoes, though, are in the new area, Olympus, which comes right after your duet with the Boeing B-52 Stratofortress. Overall, Olympus has some really cool ideas. Well, first off, you can use these jump pads to get to the next chamber, which allows you to come crashing down an enemy and, like, you know? You also see very quickly that the enemies that you're supposed to be fighting are already fighting before you even arrive. Well, that's because Olympus has automatons, built by our favorite Fatty himself, who are on the job protecting Olympus from all invaders. Which sounds great, but unfortunately that also includes you. And they are nothing to scoff at, let me tell you. Remember this clip? Yeah, that was one of the yeah. The overall difficulty, though, feels very well balanced, although these guys deal way too much damage, I think. But generally, Olympus feels more difficult than Thessaly, that's for sure, but not too difficult as to be frustrating. My favorite part, however, is obviously the music. Mainly because it reuses a leitmotif from my favorite track in the entire Hades 1 OST. When I heard this, I literally stood up in my chair, like I had to lock in right there, just so I could listen to more of the soundtrack. Now, with every new area comes a couple large features, and of course, I'm talking about the new mini-boss, fellas! It's Talos! Let's go! Holy shit, Talos? That guy's a principal. Okay. We're gonna get to the big guy at the end, don't worry. But, unironically, Talos is such a good mini-boss. I feel as though Hades has always been weak with its mini-bosses, except for a couple that stood out, like the Solo Asterius from Hades 1 or the Deep Serpent in Oceanus, which I quite like actually. The rest always feel like a chore. I never look forward to doing a mini-boss fight the way I look forward to normal bosses. Talos might be another one of those exceptions. This fight is incredibly fun. There's very little downtime, so much so that I was holding my breath the entire time. By the end of the fight, my face had gone through like 50 shades of blue. Also, he kind of fights like Kronos. I mean, this attack specifically is what I'm referring to, but I feel like the choice of color was intentional, because none of his other attacks use the black and gold color scheme associated with Kronos. But Talos itself was built by Hephaestus, so there's no reason for him to be in any way linked to Kronos. It's just weird. It keeps me up at night. Another thing that keeps me up at night is the brand old ally, Athena, who makes a comeback here in Olympus. She basically acts as the Olympus equivalent of all your allies like Artemis, Nemesis, Heracles. That is to say, she beats a bunch of blokes up, gives you a blessing, and skedaddles on out of there. Not much to it. Although it is nice to finally see one of the gods actually fighting. And the fact that it is Athena and not Ares, the literal god of war that we see, just tells me that they've got bigger plans for him in the future. Alright, let's talk about what everyone is here for. The new boss, Prometheus. Right off the gate, look at this guy. Alright, you've looked enough. Get ready for the most intense boss fight in this game. The prom night boss fight feels on par with Kronos. So much that I was completely prepared for him to resurrect and have an entire second phase once I killed him for the first time. Much like Talos, there's very little downtime. You are constantly running away and thinking about your next move, trying to get hits in wherever you can. In terms of difficulty, it feels perfectly balanced. It's definitely more difficult than Eris, but luckily less frustrating. Overall, one of the most exhilarating boss fights currently in the game. And the lore that we get about Promelingus all but guarantees that there's a lot more going on with him under the surface. Now, during our outing in Olympus, you might have noticed new collectibles lying about. If you did, then good boy, who's a good boy? You're a good boy, yes, you're attentive, aren't ya? And among these brand new materials, one of them is called adamant, which is used to craft, you guessed it, the brand new weapon, K'Synth, the Black Cloak. And let me just say, this makes up for them not reworking the flames. K'Synth acts as a spiritual successor to the fists from Hades 1. That is to say, it deals stupid crazy damage. It is great at single target damage, but it does suffer against hordes. Well, okay, suffer is a bit too strong. It definitely doesn't suffer against anything. In fact, I would say it causes suffering to virtually anything that it stands in its way. And you know what? I don't even care that it's so strong. I don't even care because it's fucking fun! I also don't think that it's as overpowered as it seems, considering that one misstep and you're going 6 feet under real quick, buddy. That's basically all that's been added to the game since my last visit, save for a couple new things that I'll let you discover for yourself. But if you weren't there for my first visit, well then I take back your good boy status. But you could reclaim it by clicking on the video on the left. Or if you're already the bestest of boys or girls, then you can let the world know by subscribing. We have a very strict subscription policy here on the Klumetrix YouTube channel. Every subscriber is a best boy slash girl slash anything in between. And anyone who's not subscribed is the scum of the earth. Okay, got that? So if you don't want to be scum, you don't want to be waste, then you better get to it stat. Okay, so go, click something. There are 3 things on the screen. Just surely you can click one of them. Go, get out of here.